then we're going to get, at some point, whether it's this cycle or next cycle, we're going to have to ask ourselves, have we overbuilt block space? Because every capital cycle comes through this, right? The mobile phone cycle, the 3G, the 5G, the broadband, fiber optic, I mean, they all do it. So maybe that just means that everything past number 3, 4, or 5 just never recovers even close again. Maybe that's one way. Or maybe we miss a cycle at some point because we've got so much excess capacity. Don't know. I mean, I'm still thinking that one through.
Wait a minute, everyone. Welcome to BitcoinZilla, your platform for daily cryptocurrency analysis and news. Our mission is to keep it simple. BitcoinZilla offers engaging information that is easy to understand. Our analysts keep their eyes on the latest news to provide valuable insights via email. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Join our community of 10,000 subscribers and experience the new edge with BitcoinZilla. Subscribe now. In today's video, Raoul Pal talks about how to navigate the different crypto seasons and Raoul's new thesis. Besides his key learnings, Raoul also gives a peek into his portfolio and shares some hot takes on the current state of AI. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the video.
Between Bitcoin and ETH, you capture the essential entire narrative of the space, which is internet compute, the value layer of the internet, all of the big picture ETH stuff, and with the Bitcoin narrative, the store of value, the anti-debasement, the whatever, right? So you've covered both the technology investment and the money argument. Now, I know everyone fights over all this shit, but let's just simplify it. So you put the RAAs, the boomers, through this channel. The millennials can put it into their 401k, which is actually a very big deal and may change what the structure of bear markets look like, because you can put every 2 weeks your paycheck into this. Interesting. And then what that creates is the whole ongoing risk curve. You don't need Solana or Avalanche to be tokenized. To be ETF, created an ETF. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't need the direct flows to win. The narrative needs the direct flows to win, and it comes through out the risk curve the other side. So I just don't think everything needs an ETF.
Bitcoin begins the first week of its new halving epoch in fighting form as bulls inch closer towards $70,000. BTC price action is potentially finding its feet again after a successful halving begins the latest chapter or epoch in Bitcoin's history. After a week of volatility and breakdowns to 6-week lows, Bitcoin has certainly tested traders' resolve. Has the market put the worst behind it? Analysts are toying with some familiar forces. Halvings tend to see BTC price downside before a dramatic recovery, but this tends to play out over many months, not days or weeks. This cycle, however, has been one of many firsts, notably a new all-time high for BTC/USD before the halving event itself takes place. Anything could thus be possible in 2024 as miners adjust to the new reality, and Bitcoin continues to navigate a fragile geopolitical and macroeconomic landscape. Analyzing the current order book setup, Keith Allen, co-founder of Trading Resource Material Indicators, eyed a large block of ask liquidity immediately above the spot price. Seems like this fat block of BTC ask liquidity may have been put in place to prevent a green daily close, he suggested. I'm speculating about the possibility that one of the 10 #PTEF institutions put that up to keep price from running back to the $70,000 range before TradFi markets open, and they have a chance to buy a dip. Allen noted that this liquidity was not supplied while Wall Street was absent. In fact, it may be the reason they didn't dump it on the weekend. After all, there's no benefit for them if they can't buy, he reasoned.
The entire thesis is this market is going from 2.7 trillion to, call it 12 trillion this cycle, to 100 trillion by maybe the end of the 3032 cycle.
Wow.
Okay. That's just that log adoption curve that I showed you the internet. It backs out, same numbers. Same numbers if you back out the logarithmic regression channel of Bitcoin, right? You get to these numbers. So this is, I think, in front of us, the largest, fastest accumulation of wealth in all human history. I know it sounds bananas now, but when you double, we double a 2.7 trillion market cap, 5, whatever, But once you double at 12 trillion at the peak of the cycle, it's 25 trillion. Double it again. Okay, these numbers start getting la-la land. That's exponentials for you. So you need to capture the two parts of this equation, which is the network layer, which is where that value really gets accrued, and the applications layer. The applications layer is twofold. One is some of it's tokenized, and other is the equity layer. You guys have a VC firm, so you are capturing a lot of the applications layer. And all I'm trying to do here is capture that. This is why it's so important. The whole "don't fuck this up." It's like, just
it's not hard.
Don't lose this.
It's not complicated, right? It's
but
difficult.
But it won't be. But it won't be ETH and Bitcoin that accrues. You know, they get to a certain level, but it's the whole tail of the space being worth more as you start building use cases and whatever. That's where the real game gets played in the end. The real anchoring is here. And that's why an index will do very well over time. And we've seen that from the NASDAQ. New technology comes in, ends up becoming Microsoft at the top of the pile. And it starts moving the whole index. And then it concentrates, and then more money flows into the index, it flows into those. And before you know it, you've got this reflexive loop going on.
With the block subsidy halving now complete, market participants are considering how Bitcoin will react going forward, and whether it will set a new paradigm compared with previous halvings. Chief among them is popular trader and analyst Rect Capital. For months, analysis has flagged various BTC price phases, common to Bitcoin's previous two halvings. Currently, Rect Capital suggests BTC/USD is in a reaccumulation phase consisting of consolidation around the halving. While this would explain recent price reticence, he now argues that the reaccumulation range could act as a perfect springboard for long-term gains. What if Bitcoin has already revealed the top and bottom of its post-halving reaccumulation range? He queried on April 21. Then the prices within this range would be the best we will be able to get before Bitcoin is finally ready post-halving parabolic upside. Another post reinforced this theory. Bitcoin, having given investors a buy-the-dip opportunity last week, should repeat it while staying within the current range over the coming weeks. Any BTC downside in the pre-halving period represented bargain-buying opportunities, Rect Capital wrote. Going forward, this upcoming several-week consolidation will represent a bargain-buying opportunity.
Cycles are a function of the space. Everybody is so scarred. If you're in this for the long run, accept them. Don't even care about them. I didn't do a damn thing over the last down cycle because I've been through one before. So I skipped one. I've done 2 out of the 3. So I've earned my stripes. But I did what I didn't do the first one. I did properly this time, which was I bought as much as I could, given whatever cash flow I could get in the depths of the bear market. And I bought 2 things. One was Ethereum and one was Solana. And I did exactly that. And it compounded my returns. So before anywhere near the markets were through all-time highs, I was through all-time highs. I did the right thing. And people think they can be clever and cute. They think, oh, I'm going to time this thing. We've already talked about how difficult crypto fall is. Do you have a spike? Does it finish early? You don't know. The easier game is to say, I don't care. I'm just going to continue buying it. But then there's another thing is like, some people, they're particularly in the first cycle or even the second cycle, it starts to really matter. Like, I can do with this cash. I want to buy a house. I want to do that. If you're lucky enough, you could sell half your portfolio, completely secure lifestyle gains and whatever that means to you. And then you just run the rest and enjoy the bear market for the ridiculousness that it is. All of the drama, who's going to go bust, whose leverage got caught out, all of that, just go with it. Doesn't matter. As long as you're self-custodying your tokens, it really, none of it touches you. You just kind of laugh at it and then try and add to it.
And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.